Happy spooky Monday, boys and girls. It is I, the old guy, going for the walk and talking about schmuff. I recorded this video about 10 minutes ago, but apparently there was no sound. So I'm tossing it out again to see if it works this time. You tell me. My friend Miguel of the Red Room / Wretched role-playing multiverse posted sales are not as well as we would like right now for the Red Room Wretched Midge line. So he obviously wants to know what we're doing that we could do different in order to boost sales, or is it just because it's that time of year, holidays, money running low, state of the world. I mean, there's a lot of things that the Red Room Wretched universe has against it, not counting the whole drive-through RPG debacle that started this whole thing 2-3 years ago. It's a niche. The stuff that we make is a niche within a niche within a niche. They release something and then it feels like just a month later they're releasing the second edition of the same thing, and you're like, I just bought the first thing. So yeah. Morning. There's definitely things that could have been different. There's definitely things that I could have been different. Every time I finish one of the projects, I feel like I should have done more. I finished Wretched Goblins and I tossed it out there, and then I was like, there's more I could have added. Same with Undead. I'm pretty happy with reptiles and insects, though. Slime is always going to be an ever-growing project of mine. Cryptids is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Had a lot of fun on that one. Wretched Vigilantes. Let's talk. I got to be honest. I don't think Wretched Vigilantes, as it is now, is what Miguel and Sylvia had in mind, or what even the audience had in mind. I think people wanted a lot darker, grosser, more visceral 1980s Punisher, and I kind of went more for Arrowverse and exploring the world at large, and without really interconnecting it with the other Wretched stuff. But Miguel said that was okay because Wretched Vigilantes takes place now, and the rest of the Wretched universe kind of takes place in sort of this mythological 80s, 90s. So, but yeah, if I were to redo Wretched Vigilantes from square one, there's a lot of things I'd change. So what is it you, our audience, want to see us make? Now, Miguel posted a survey. There's a link on the survey to see what people wanted. And number one on the survey right now is Wretched New Flesh. That seems to be the most popular, and that seems to be the one people want to see more of, and that's the one that's closest connected to Wretched Vigilantes. There's a lot of stuff in Wretched New Flesh that also affects the universe of Wretched Vigilantes. Probably more stuff I could have added that I'm going to revisit when I do the next expansion. But yeah, there's definitely things. So that was number one. Number two is Wretched Darkness. With number three, I think, is me. I'd like to think, yeah. So what is it you want to see the Red Room do? Or should we even do anything? Should they just give up? I'd hate to give up because I like publishing stuff and I like creating stuff, and hopefully you guys like the stuff I'm creating. But maybe there's no market there. I don't know. So for Wretchedverse, do you want to see Miguel and Sylvia and all the other people focus more on the Wretched Darkness, Wretched Horror stuff, which is basically our take on the whole urban horror, urban arcana, Vampire the Masquerade, Delta Green, X-Files kind of stuff, Secret War, and that rated pretty high on votes. Do you want to see more Wretched New Flesh, which is kind of how the Wretched New Flesh is sort of how it all started, right? It's kind of one of the original ones, that and Wretched Bastards. And that is their cyberpunk, biopunk, Edgar Rice Burroughs inspired body horror, alt 1980s, alt future setting, where just this influx of ridiculous technology and has been available to the masses. And again, that's the reason why it's so connected to Wretched Vigilantes, at least in the first 2 books. Not so much in Good Guys. Good Guys is kind of its own little thing. I had a lot of fun writing it and researching it, but again, probably not what Miguel and Sylvie wanted. That's on me. Not that I'm not happy with it. Do you want to see more Weird West stuff from us? Wretched Darkness. Do you want to see more, Wretched Country? Do you want to see more Dark Space? Wretched Space. Is there still a market for yet another Space Wants to Kill You game after Mothership and Death in Space and Derelict and all the other Space Wants to Kill You role-playing games? Or do people want more Cowboy Bebop style space, or do they want more giant mech style space? There's also Wretched Apocalypse, which I even forgot that they made. So that's our post-apocalypse setting. Do you want to see more weird post-apocalypse stuff? There's Wretched Bastards, their take on the fantasy setting. Do you want to see them expand on that world and maybe do a whole Wretched fantasy thing? Is there things you want to see me do with Wretched Vigilantes, or directions you want to see it take that I haven't taken it yet? I think let them know what you're thinking. There's a link down below. I think they would greatly appreciate it. Also, let me know if there's sound, because apparently there wasn't sound on the other one. So if you've been following the stuff I've been creating for the last year for Wretched, and if you've been following the Red Room for the last 2-3 years, let them know what you'd like to see them do next. Or do you think we shouldn't do anything at all? Do you think she should just give up? Not that I'm going to give up. I'm too stubborn about the stuff I've created. But who knows? Let them know. Link down below. Till then, see ya.